Hey, Kobe, what do you think the difference was when Bass had that and one? You kind of fought back within 4, and then they went on that 9-0 run.
Man, we turned the ball over. Gave them transition points, and offensive rebounds hurt us a lot as well.
What are you seeing at this point of the season from some of the younger players? Are you seeing the kind of progress that you want to see?
Well, I mean, now it's time to kick it up another. I think they've progressed over the last few weeks. Now it's time to take another step. And no, mate. I mean, it's always it happens incrementally. You know what I mean? So just continue to work and take another step.
Are there little things that you see from a Russell or a Randall, whether it's in practice or in a game, that you're like, okay, he wasn't doing this in November, but I see that. Like, what are some of those things that you see them improve?
Trying to move more off the ball. I mean, it's very tough to do. The players really get used to doing that and be able to trust that movement. But that's something that they've gotten better at.
Kobe, what's the frustration level of this team? Can you sense it at this point from the guys?
I mean, I've sensed it for a while now, honestly. I mean, it's, I think guys are just extremely frustrated. But I mean, that's been that way for a while.
How does a team not just accept losing and kind of say, we're not a good team, wins and losses don't matter? How do you keep the team from not just falling into that trap?
Man, I swear if this was like a couple years ago, I would say something extremely inappropriate. But you can't be chumps. Nobody in this locker room is a chump to capitulate to that and accept that fact. It's not going to happen. So you just come out and just try to improve and try to work every single game and get better at certain things.
How do you feel health-wise from just having this stretch from Sunday to now?
I feel okay. Got a little tight, but other than that, I feel pretty good.
Do you sense you're able to kind of increase the workload and all that moving forward?
Yeah, I can. No, I can.
Kobe, el viernes se cumple el 10º aniversario de aquel partido en el que anotas 81 puntos. ¿Qué partido?
Sí, me recuerdo.
¿Cómo lo recuerdas?
Como un sueño, jugar así, no sé cómo explicarlo.
Cambió algo en ti porque fue justo en la mitad de tu carrera. Fueron 10 años jugaste, anotas 81 puntos y 10 años después te retiras. ¿Cambió algo en ese momento en tu carrera?
Sí, todo mi cuerpo. Mis rodillas y todo así.
Hey, Kobe, on a different note, tonight was the night the Lakers do the Make-A-Wish stuff, and I know you've been very involved in that over the years. So what has that meant to you in kind of seeing the difference you can make especially for the kids?
I mean, it makes a world of difference. I mean, it's to be able to play this game and to have that kind of impact on a child and their family really makes the game worthwhile. It's like I said, I've been doing it for many years now, and the determination and the resiliency of those families is really something to behold.
Is there anything that stands out? I mean, I know that there have been so many of these moments, but any of these kind of particular with the kids?
Well, I mean, it's a lot of stories that I have there, just meeting individual kids. But I think as a collective, it's the resiliency and the faith that they have, and enjoying each moment. And you see such a purity of life and a love for each day. And I think that's something that we can all easily take for granted.
Kobe, you're ready for everyone to talk about 81 for the next 48 hours? The 10-year anniversary is Friday.
It's last year I have to do it, so
What are your thoughts from that? It's 10 years, went kind of quickly, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I mean, it's I've had to play it over in my mind several times, and there's really no explanation for it. I mean, I can always explain it from an X's and O's standpoint, from a training standpoint. But when nights like that happen, I mean, there's always something mystical about it. Scoring that many points that really carries no explanation.
Obviously, other than the numerical oddity of it, what's the significance of an 81-point game in NBA history?
I just personally, for the next generation of players, it's just to believe that anything's possible. You don't ever want to place a ceiling on a performance, and what you can do or can't do. You just go out there and play and dream. And I think nights like that are completely possible. You just have to believe that it is possible.
Kobe, Phil has said that he thought that moment kind of helped strengthen the relationship because, it kept you in the game and also you're scoring, but it was something that was needed. Did you sense that as well?
Well, yeah. I mean, it was a need for us. I mean, I think our bond really grew in the Dallas game, honestly. I mean, because had like 62 3/4, and he came up to me and asked me if I wanted to keep playing. And I was like, no. But I think it was a kind of a give and take thing, because he wanted to check on me and see if I wanted to keep playing, he was going to let me play. But my response, I think, gained a lot of respect from him, because it wasn't about that. You know what I mean? So I think that was really a big point for us.
So you didn't ever have any temptation with just the night that you had to just try to see if you could keep it going?
No.
Why not?
No, I just didn't. I mean, I was more concerned about my knee, more concerned about the next game. I did my job. My job was go in there and try to lead us to victory. I mean, I did my job. And the Dallas game was a close game. I would have continued to play, but it wasn't so.
Has mencionado que fue como algo místico aquel momento. ¿Crees que es algo que se puede repetir en la historia de la NBA?
Sí, creo que sí. Ese jugador tiene esta imaginación y cree que todo es posible. Sí, un jugador un día lo puede hacer.
Do you get a sense that D'Angelo, when going up against a competitor like Rondo, wants to step up his game to a new level?
Maybe, but I mean, he didn't guard him. So that matchup wasn't really there. I mean, that was Clarkson really was guarding Rondo for the most part.
Just as far as being out there on the court, was that type of thing?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm sure he has a kind of like a competitor in him that wants to step up and take that challenge a little bit, kind of match up, kind of go assist for assist or play for play, whatever the case may be. I mean, he didn't really match up with him, honestly. Didn't get a chance to really bump him too much.
Do you remember any matchups with you, when you were 18, 19 that you look forward to?
Yeah, how many do you want to know about? I mean, I went through them all. From Clyde and Michael to Spreewell to Mitch Richmond. I went through them all.
Kobe, I think you've said it over the years that the 81 you were eating pepperoni pizza, drinking grape soda before. What else do you remember about that day leading up to it?
We celebrated my daughter's birthday party. We had a birthday party the day before. Had pepperoni pizza, grape soda the night before. My knee was extremely sore. I think I had a burger before the game. Burger and fries. And no joke. And went out there and played. My knee was very sore. So I was kind of trying to work through that a little bit, and that's what it was.
Was there a time in the game where it hit you like you're going to make history, but is it hard to really think that way?
No, I mean, I'm just kind of in the moment. I mean, Lamar kept reminding me. But I was able to really lock in and just stay moment to moment.
Kobe, you mentioned Clyde a lot over this farewell tour.
What?
Clyde. What about Clyde stood out to you when you think back, especially with Portland coming up on Saturday?
Clyde the Glide?
Yeah.
Man, I learned so much from Clyde. His footwork, he actually had unorthodox footwork. When you look at guys that are normally right-handed, they normally use their left as their pivot, right? And always jabbing and attacking with the right. He was the opposite. His pivot with his right foot. So his game was a little unorthodox. It was a little harder to defend because of it. You're not used to facing guys right-handed that have that footwork. And I remember watching him as a kid and saying, okay, I need to be able to use both, depending on what the defense is doing. But also, he had extremely quick hands. He understood how to play passing lanes very well. And, obviously had an all-around floor game, aside from the dunk and the things like that.
When you go into, last game in Portland coming up, especially on the second night of a back-to-back, do you approach that first night a little differently? Do you kind of eye or circle that date? Or how do you approach it?
I approach it just like any other thing. I mean, I go out and play and read what's right in front of me and try to make an easy play. I mean, the game is extremely simple for me in that regard. If I got the jumper, I'll take it. If I got the lane, I'll take it. Open teammate, I'll hit him.
No, I meant in terms of actually looking at the schedule. Do you plan on making sure that you can play in that game, especially if it's the second night of a back-to-back?
Oh, no, I plan to make sure I play in every game. No, seriousness. Man, I try to get ready as much as I can to be able to perform, man, no matter what it is. And I think the fans deserve to see me out there, and if I can't be out there, it's for a serious reason.
What does Carl Butler mean to you as a teammate in that one season?
Man, he's my brother, man. He's my brother then, he's my brother now. You know what I mean? We've always been extremely close, and it's crazy to me because he's like my little brother, and now he's the big brother over there. You know what I mean? And it's been great to see his development. It's been great to see his growth, and his book is fantastic. and I'm just very, very proud of him.
Why do you think you two really hit it off this season?
Well, I hit it off very well with guys that shoot straight from the hip. They don't BS you, they don't do any of that silly stuff, right? And because of that, he and I have been extremely close from day one.
Wrap it up, guys.
That 81-point game was 10 years ago. How long does it feel?
Man, probably a little longer than that. Probably a little longer than that. Yeah. You're probably 2 when that happened. So, yeah, I mean, it's amazing how time flies. I mean, it's absolutely crazy to think it was 10 years ago. My baby girl just turned 13. So it's like, whoa.